Hello and welcome to Looking Glass Letterbox. I am Erica, and this is the general reading for Aquarius for September 2019. Again, it is a general reading, so it may not connect or resonate for all of you, but hopefully there is something within that will support or help or be interesting or entertaining for you to carry on throughout September. We are moving out of Leo season, which was a time of dynamic expansion and new ideas and new potential, and recognizing new directions of potential and intention to engage with and develop, and moving into Virgo season, which is the time to start taking the steps of making the lists and prioritizing the actions and drawing up the blueprints and deciding what actionable steps can be taken to bring what is an idea in the imaginary and in the inception of creation into an actuality and physically manifesting or making happen in real life what you would like to do. So Virgo season is a very exciting time and a very active and proactive and engaging time to be invested in making something happen. So that is Virgo season and September. So for some of you moving out of Leo season and into Virgo season, this is what is moving out of influence from August, and that is the Emperor. So that is arriving at a state of stability and awareness and control and assessment, and being able to find some sort of security or centeredness within the situation that you are dealing with, and at a position of being able to decide in which direction you are going to move forward, what you are going to say yes to, what you are going to say no to, what you would like to develop, what you want to disengage or disconnect from, what you realize and accept about how you got to the place that you're currently at, and what you decide to influence and to support in how you want to carry forward from that point. So that's an excellent space, a very strong space to be operating from going into Virgo season, out of Leo season. Coming into influence in Virgo season and in September is Judgment. Wow. Okay, going from the Emperor to Judgment. That is remarkable. That is ascending. That is going next level. That is developing into the next the advancing into the next version of yourself and how you're going to be living your life and what you believe is possible and what you know you are capable of achieving. It's a rising up, and that is glorious. I love this. I love this so much. This is next level stuff, next echelon. Amazing. So some of you out there have made some bold choices and done some remarkable work to move out of Cancer season, which was a lot of closing off of opportunities or courses of interaction or relationships or circumstances that we had been invested in over a long period of time. Those doors were just closed. They're not available to us anymore, and whether you are grateful for that or whether you were not expecting that and were resistant to that, you decided to embrace what is, to look around for how you can effectively move forward, make the decision, and do that. And you've transformed. You've risen up to the next point of development and existence. And I believe in your last reading from last month, coming into influence at the end of August season, like in this position, in the August reading, you had Temperance, which is the transmutation, which is the alchemy of the change. And that is absolutely what is evident here between the Emperor and Judgment. The alchemy of the change, it has occurred. You had arrived at your point of clarity and the point of visionary spirit that you need to move on from what was and move confidently forward into what you would like to you would like to do next, and how you want to carry on living and experiencing your life. So that's amazing, amazing. Okay, so this is what is coming into influence at the end of September, going into October and into Libra season. And that is the Daughter of Wands. Excellent. So this is, again, a visionary spirit, a visionary action. So this is, Daughter of Wands is the Son of Wands. And Wands is our passions and our endeavors and our actions that we are, we're not just thinking about it. We're not just deciding how we feel about things. We're actually getting up and raising energy and taking steps and doing the things that need to be done to get to the places that we want to go. Okay, and the Daughter of Wands is getting prepared for that journey, for those actions. So it's seeking out the information that you need, seeking out the experience you need to be familiar with in order to manifest efficiently and effectively going into the future. Getting the supplies that you need, getting in contact with the people that you need to be on board, assessing the systems and the support matrix that you need to have access to in order to develop, because this is very bold, this is very strong action, a very strong sense of awareness and being and decision in moving forward. So whoever this is connecting with, dang, you are on the move. You are doing something remarkable and bold and exciting and on purpose. You know, you're not just dealing with whatever comes your way. You are moving forward in the direction that you would like to go and living on purpose. And that's remarkable. That's lovely. Okay. So this is a situation that some of you may be dealing with going in September, and that is, okay, the Eight of Cups. That is definitely, this is moving away or leaving behind what no longer serves you, choosing the new path and actively moving in the direction of that new path, not vacillating or worrying over what it is that needs to be left behind. You recognize this is emotional. It's emotional understanding and emotional resonance. So it's emotions and relationships. But these cups here that you had previously earned or previously acquired before, you recognize that they were valuable to you at one point. That's why it's so difficult. It's at the point of 8, and that's the point of having to apply your strength in order to carry through with this particular circumstance. Moving away from what you know was valuable to you and that you have an emotional resonance and emotional connection with, that's very difficult to do because those cups, they're going to try to bring you back. They're going to try to pull you back onto the old path. So you have to employ your strength and your persistence and your tenacity to purposefully and continually and steadfastly move in the direction of where you want to go now. You recognize that these were valuable at one point, but you're also very aware that they are not for you anymore. They're for somebody else now. They're not beneficial to you. They're actually sort of a weight that holds you back from further progression, from further growth, from further advancement, from further experience. So being aware that what you acquired in the past, yes, it was valuable. Yes, it was important to you. Yes, you do have connection to it. And the knowledge that all of that being said, you still need to move forward on a new path in pursuit of new endeavor, in pursuit of new fulfillment. Very difficult to do, but an important thing to be aware of and an important distinction to make. And when this card shows up, it's that you're aware, you're caught in that space of feeling like you should stay, but knowing that you need to go. That point of tension, and that requires strength in order to move through that. So within this situation, this may be a problem. The Emperor. So you got double emperors. So there's a lot of strength of assessment and awareness, and how you extend your control, how you extend your direction to the world outside of yourself, how you provide that confident, stable, steadfast support for yourself and for those people who depend on you and for those systems that are reliant upon you that you intend to continue being a part of, while also moving away from the stuff that's no longer for you, from the stuff that no longer serves you and no longer supports you. So knowing when to exert that control, when to push, when to ease back, which direction to go in, being at that point of decision and being the one that is in control of the tiniest direction that you take, that can be very overwhelming, very problematic, especially when circumstance and the energy around you is so bold and so pragmatic and so practical and so step by step by step in detail, moving you further along a path, and knowing how effectively that is happening and how responsive circumstance and time and situation is to responding to your direction can be very intimidating, because you don't want to make a wrong move. Of course, nobody wants to make a wrong move. But as long as you're moving away from what no longer serves you in a direction that is pointed toward the space that you would like to get to, you're not going to steer yourself wrong. As long as you're moving away from what no longer serves you, what no longer supports you, moving away from what actively is holding you back or keeping you standing still, as long as you're moving in a direction positively forward, away from that space, you can be confident that your decision is in alignment with where you would like to end up being. Now, to help you to move through those points of contention or difficulty or resistance, you have the Chariot. Okay, so that is the Chariot. The Emperor is card of Aries, so some of you may be dealing with an Aries. The Judgment, card of Sagittarius. Sagittarius also appears, the angel of that's in Sagittarius also appeared in the Temperance card as well. So some of you may be involved with the Sagittarius as well. And then the Chariot is the card of Cancer. Some of you may be involved with the Cancer. But this is the assistance that will help you to navigate these points of tension between when to move and when to stay and which direction to go, when to go right, when to go left, when to go forward. The Chariot is about aligning opposing forces and stepping into a center point of command amidst chaos and reining all of that energy into a direction that you would like to go, and allowing the momentum that's built up behind you to propel you forward and to work in your favor. That is what the Chariot is for. So when you're not sure, when you're at that point of decision in moving away from what no longer serves you and moving in the direction of what your current endeavor is, allowing the tension and the propulsion of the decisions that you're making to pull you forward, while allowing the momentum built up behind you to support that forward advancement, is going to be helpful. So sort of making a decision and then allowing yourself to embrace the ride forward. Make a decision and then let it roll. You don't have to be in control of how fast it goes. You don't have to be in control of, each spin of the wheel. You make the decision of what direction to go into. You point yourself in that direction, and then allow the momentum that's built up behind you to roll you forward. You don't have to push. You just have to allow for the progression to happen, if that makes sense. Okay, you have a lot of major cards on the table, so there is a lot of compact, sort of explosive, dynamic energy that's happening for whoever this is connecting with at this moment. So I'm very excited for you. All of this is suggesting that you are getting a lot of support in moving away from whatever it is that you felt was holding you back, or whatever it is that you felt that you couldn't move away from. You have a lot working in your favor to help to propel you forward, to break that tension, to move you out of there in a way that is more comfortable and does not allow for that resistance and that doubt and that sort of repression or restriction to snap you back and keep you standing still in the same place, where you are no longer fulfilled and no longer satisfied and no longer feel like you're effective. So all of this stuff over here is serving you to move away from those things and move forward in bold ways that are going to be really fulfilling and really satisfying to embrace. Okay, so that's wonderful, Aquarius. I'm very excited for you. So this is the animal spirit card oracle for you, and you have the starfish, and that's water. Again, it's emotional. So, I mean, you have fire energy here, you've got a lot of fire happening. You've got some water here, so some emotion happening. And then it's in the season of Virgo, and the season of Virgo is making sense of all of these elements, prioritizing them, lining them up, arranging them into a blueprint or a map that is going to allow you to navigate through all of this energy very efficiently and very effectively to get you to the other side of this development. So that's amazing. It's like all the right things happening at exactly the right time for them to be happening together so that you don't get lost in the mix. And the starfish is about natural and exquisite beauty, sort of a mesmerizing sort of an influence. So when you're in the energy of the starfish, people are happy. You're exuding this mesmerizing sort of quality that people enjoy being around, or that they're sort of magnetized or fascinated by being around it. So sometimes when that happens, the person who is the starfish feels like what their appearance or what other people think of them is more important than it actually is. So if you forget that the opinions of people outside of yourself about what it appears that you are doing is not significant. What you know of yourself to be true and what you know that you are doing, that is what is significant. The surface appearance of it and what other people think of it, that is irrelevant. That's irrelevant to you. You don't need to be swayed or directed or guided or influenced by what somebody else thinks it appears that you are doing. What matters is the dreams that you have, what your goals are, what your intentions are, what you are actively engaged in doing in order to move yourself forward for your benefit, for your advancement, for your support, for your replenishment, and for that of those people that are important to you and that are not distracted by the appearances or the opinions of other people about what it appears is going on to them based on no actual information that they have. They're just looking at it and deciding what it means when they see it, but they have no idea what it actually is because they're not involved with it, and they're not really overly concerned with it. They're just, standing on the sidelines and making judgments based on no real actual information at all. So that's superfluous information. So when there's starfish energy, people might be interested or fascinated by what you're doing, but their opinions or judgments about it hold no weight because they have no understanding of what exactly is going on. And what is going on is remarkable. They have no idea. And that's probably why they're fascinated, because they don't have any idea, but it's compelling. It's compelling because they can sense that something significant, something big and amazing is being generated. Okay. All right. So your enchanted map oracle is home. It's beautiful. And the home card is you are comfortable in your own skin. You belong. So when this card shows up, peace, security, safety, belonging, and everything you want from home are applying now. So with this happening here, especially the Emperor and Judgment and decision and, you know, endeavor engaged here. It's sort of like you're feeling comfortable in your own skin. You're feeling comfortable with your own decisions. If you have not been feeling confident that you know what to do or how to get to where you want to go or what is going on around you, you've come to a point of awareness and realization that, yes, I do, and these are the decisions that I'm making, and this is what I'm working towards, and this is what's going to happen. So any confusion or what's the word I'm looking for? Any confusion or disillusionment or sort of feeling at loose ends and feeling uncomfortable and disconnected and not knowing how to move forward and not knowing what you want to do or not knowing where to access the support that you need, that's over with the Home card. You're sort of coming into your own. You know, you're taking control, you're self-possessed and confident. You've decided that you are ready to ascend, you are rising up, you are making plans, and you are moving forward regardless of anyone else's opinion about what it is that they think you should do. And you're moving away from stuff that you have decided is not in your best interest and no longer helps you, no longer supports you. You're making those decisions, and you're allowing the energy of that and the sort of the dynamism of that to propel you forward. All right, and that is helping you to feel comfortable in your own skin and self-possessed and solid and grounded. So that feeling of being at home is a feeling that you can definitely embrace in this sphere of influence if this is connecting for you. Remarkable. Excellent. Okay, this is the universe has your back. When I focus on my inner light, I see the world through the lens of love. Okay, yeah, when you're tapped into that inner spark of creation and ingenuity and excitement and positivity and growth and inception and, you know, potential, when you're viewing the world through that lens of possibility and expansion and growth and positivity and optimism, it makes your entire experience of the world very different from when you're not, you know, from when you're coming to a place where, you know, everything's a little dull, everything's a little shadowy, everything's a little, you know, alien to you or removed, like you feel like you're seeing everything from behind a glass and you don't really feel connected to it or a part of it. When you look through that spark of inner light, that inner fire of being engaged and making decision and being proactive and active in the world, it changes the entire experience. Okay, so embrace that. It will definitely support you moving forward. And then this is thoughts from the universe on love and connection, and this is you are adored. Yes, you are. And that is, don't be fooled by the players and don't be fooled by yourself. There's no one more lovable nor loved than you, and I know everyone. Precious, the universe. Okay, you are loved, you are adored, you are appreciated, even when you don't feel like you are, even when you feel like people are judging you unfairly and they're only seeing the surface and they're not connecting to the depth that you clearly have. You know, even when you feel like you're, you know, looked down upon or neglected or ignored or unworthy, you're not. You're adored, you're loved, you're seen, you're appreciated. All right, so remember that and allow that to propel you and to support you as you're moving through this phase of dynamic expansion and ascension and growth and progression. I am like super energized from this reading. That's amazing. Amazing. Okay. All right. That is all that I have for, no. I have one more card for you. All right. I wanted to take a minute to, if you're a new viewer, say thank you for taking the time to view this video and consider what I have to say. And if you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for the support and the likes and the shares and the comments and everything that you've provided. I appreciate that your time and your attention is valuable, and I am so grateful for it. So thank you so much. If you'd like to see more of the videos that I produce and put out, click the subscribe button and you'll be notified when new videos are available. If you would like to get a personal reading, the shop is going to open on Monday. So for those of you that have been waiting to book your time and book your personal video reading, Monday I will post the link so that you can book your time and get your personal reading. And if you have any questions for me, you can reach me at looking.glass.letterbox@gmail.com. As always, I hope you have an amazing September, and this is just a beautiful thought to take with you for when you need a beautiful thought to think about. All right? And all you need in the world is love and laughter. And that's from August Wilson. Okay, don't underestimate the significance of joy and cheer and delight and giggling and laughing and, you know, appreciating people for whatever is unique and eccentric and strange about them, and appreciating those things and enjoying those things and laughing with each other. Don't underestimate the effect that that has in supporting all of this bold, actionable endeavor as you move forward. The levity is just as important as the gravity. You need both to keep you buoyant and to keep you moving forward and to be well-rounded and fulfilled in continuing that expansion and progression. All right. Beautiful Aquarius. Have a good September, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.